everyone. Welcome back to the Nothing Show, the show about absolutely nothing. So, in today's episode, I want to talk to some of my new subscribers from the Discord community. It's mostly gamers, so I want to talk. I'm not going to make a show about gaming, video games, but I want to talk about something that maybe they can relate to a little bit and that we all can, something we all can learn from. So, I'm going to talk about the recording artist Machine Gun Kelly and a little bit about Eminem, and I'll finish it up with a little bit of crypto news. It is an important day in crypto, but I don't want to talk about crypto right now. We talk about crypto all the time. Let's get into talking about this Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem and some other things that some of the younger audience are more accustomed to. So anyways, I just want to tell you though, I am a huge gamer. I grew up gaming. I have always enjoyed video games. It just eats up a lot of time, and I just don't have the time to invest in a game right now. I'm sure it will happen in the future again. I go through cycles where I play a lot and then I do other things for a while. But I've always come back to gaming. I probably have 8,000 hours into RC Pro-Am, a game on the 8-bit Nintendo that had one button you pushed almost all the time. And then you had a left directional and a right directional option, and that was it. And I would plug in my Discman. I only owned 3 CDs in 1991. So it was either Ozzy Osbourne's Bark at the Moon, NWA, Straight Outta Compton, or Def Leppard Hysteria. So most of the time, I'm going Ozzy because I love rock and roll. And I have sunk chunks of my life into video games, never to be recovered, but I don't regret 1 minute of it. I mean, I've got months into when Fallout 3 came out on the Xbox, man, I was plugged in. So anyways, this is a little tribute to you guys in the gaming community. Like I said, I'm not going to make video game content, but I do realize that's probably, 95% of live streams, 90% of probably content in general is people playing their favorite video games. I got nothing against them. I love it. I love video games, man. We were pirating software for video games back in 1981 before many people were even born. So I'm not new to the game. I'm an old clown. So let's jump into it. I just want to kind of give you a little context here so it kind of makes sense where my thought was at. I've always been a huge fan of rock in general, punk rock. I came from an era when rock and roll was dangerous, right? I mean, they did bad things. Guitars got broke and hotel rooms got smashed and, debauchery happened. And it was all part of it. It was all part of the fun. It's all part of the rock and roll lifestyle. And not that I'm engaging in a rock and roll lifestyle, quite the contrary. Coffee isn't my new bourbon, so I don't party. But I still love the music. I never grew out of good old-fashioned punk rock music. I'm always looking for it. And I felt a little disconnected, that channel had kind of been lost. You see some of the resurgence of some of the music types, like Greta Van Fleet, bringing back that Led Zeppelin sound that, we all grew up loving. So, yeah, I love Greta Van Fleet for that. But the punk rock sound, and I know it's out there, and I just don't, go and find it. I'm busy. I can't spend all my time looking up new and exciting stuff. But when I come across something that I really like that strikes a chord with me, I engage in it. And then this guy, Machine Gun Kelly, has certainly done that for me. Has struck a chord with me and put my faith back into good old fashioned punk rock music. And I know he's a rapper, right? He doesn't want to be told. I mean, maybe he certainly doesn't care. He's a recording artist, and he's a great rapper too. And it's funny too because every rapper has to have a feud, and I guess he's got a little one with Eminem. I didn't follow up on it. I don't really know all the deets, but you know how it goes. Eminem does this all the time. Anytime he starts feeling really, irrelevant, he'll go after the biggest name for the rap industry to try and get his name in the mix. And it's fine. I love Eminem. I mean, I did, right? I listened to his CDs. I mean, played constantly, and I have that problem. Like when I get into something, I'll just play it and play it and play it. I've been playing Chris Stapleton now for 5 straight months. Again, I know I'm always late to the game. I know you guys know about MGK for a long time, and I kind of knew his music. I knew I liked it, but I hadn't really spent any time with it, you know. And now I started to do that last night, and yeah, it's great. It's freaking great. He has restored my faith in rock and roll a little bit. That just love the music, love the content, love his writing style, and the mix, the fusion too. You know, I know he's a great rapper. You can hear it in his flow. You know, he in his message, in his lyrical content is on point. But really, I just love his 3 chords and his punk rock attitude and his punk rock lyrics and its catchy hooks, and it's everything that you love about good old-fashioned rock and roll. It's great to see a young guy like him carrying the torch and moving it forward. And of course you're better because you had, you know, people before you like Eminem, you know, showing you the way. But yeah, of course you're better than him. Of course your music's better. I mean, he can't even play guitar, so he's not even in the same area code as you know. And it really, I think his flow is better, his word choice is better, and that's not to diss on Eminem. I still love Eminem. You know, he was prolific. He's the king. But he hasn't done anything in several years that strikes a chord with me that I really like. You know, he got stuck on a message and we got it. And I think MGK kind of brings up a good point when he says, you know, you're living in luxury, but you're still bitching. And that's just a problem about getting too successful. And you see it all the time in music where these great artists, when they're in their struggle, they're making great music because you got something to say, you have a voice. And then when you get successful, your life isn't such a struggle, and your ability to write content that connects to people on an everyday level like us diminishes, I'm afraid. And it's just part of it that to keep your music fresh and relevant and connecting to an audience is got to be difficult. I mean, obviously you get super fans that they don't care what you do, they're going to love it, but to bring in a new audience and to, especially like, you know, a 20-year-old trying to get a 50-year-old to open their mind and listen to their music. But again, I have gotten to the age where I'm not going to apologize for my terrible taste in music. I like what I like, and I'm not going to feel ashamed about that anymore, and I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. So I like Machine Gun Kelly. I see Travis Barker playing Skins. Again, a smart guy, an older dude that's been around the block a long time, and he knew, and he jumped on that because again, it keeps him relevant, and he does. He plays great drums. You know, you can you can pick out a Travis Barker beat anywhere. And this guy Youngblood, again, another fusion, kind of a rapper, kind of a punk rock, kind of emo, just all blended into a new, you know, I just call it rock and roll, call it punk rock, but it's not this punk rock of the 90s or the 80s. Or the 70s. It's the punk rock of today. It's a fusion. It's transformed. It's evolved, and it's really fantastic. You know, these guys are incredible artists and have such a big understanding of people and where the world is at today, and it's just really it makes me happy. I'm happy to see it. I'm happy to see that the light of punk rock continues to shine in these people's music, even though I think they would rather be associated with hip hop and being a rapper, which is fine. You know, and again, I'm not trying to diminish rap or hip hop in any sense. I like rap too. It took me a while. I was kind of again, I'm always late to the game, but and I don't love all of it, but I certainly have learned to love a lot of different styles of hip hop amongst all my musical tastes. So anyways, I thought it was cool. I wanted to share that with you. You guys need a little rock and roll in your life, check out some MGK. I'm sure everyone already has. I know I'm probably the last guy on earth to come to this realization, but I did it. And again, I just want to talk a little bit about something a little more relevant for my young audience. I'm up to like 12 subscribers. It was a big day. I picked up like 3. I've been in the Discord community, like I said, trying to share my content, trying to get my name out there, and grow my channel. Now I'm plus 10. I just feel like, you just lit the fuse. I was struggling to get to 10. It was a week there from, 6, 7, and 8 subs, and now I'm 12 or 13, and we're just going to the moon. And I couldn't be more excited about it. So I had to jump on real early. I got to go to work again today. These, hustle never stops. So I wanted to make a little content and talk to, and again, I don't even know. I just assume maybe my younger audience, some new subscribers. Try to make something that might interest you a little bit to get you to come back and maybe grow a little more through the Discord community. It's a great space where it's a little more open, a little more censorship resistant. You still got to be nice, but looking forward to doing some more interactions and trying to grow my message and my channel through any avenue I can find. So I'm out there in Discord right now and beating around trying to find a few good people to come and show some love and give me some support. So today in crypto, I know you guys are just at the edge of your seat. Like, get back to the crypto. We can never talk enough about crypto. And like we were talking about yesterday, that we had a retracement, and that seems to have diminished some. We've been on another little turnaround and heading up. We had the Ethereum London fork, hard fork today. So this was a plan by Ethereum to try and make the cost of using their network a little more predictable. They have what's called a gas fee, and it's can get crazy expensive. Like, again, I've never used it, but up to $100 in per transaction fee. So if you're moving $30,000 in ETH, not a big deal. Who cares? You pay it. You're rich. But if I wanted to move my $500 in ETH, I could have to pay up to $100, to move it. So, it makes it totally unusable for anyone that's not, wealthy. So they're trying to solve that problem with this. It's called the hard fork, the London hard fork. I believe it's a layer 2. I'm trying to get all wised up on layer 1, layer 2, but the way I understand it, like layer 1, you have, direct transactions with the network, where layer 2 is built on top of that. So anyways, I'm not the right guy to talk about layer 1, layer 2, but I believe the London hard fork is a layer 2 solution for controlling some of the cost involved in having transactions on the Ethereum network. So again, that's big news, because you lower costs, more people can use it. That's going to increase interest in the network as a whole. So I know my screen share didn't work the last time I did this, but let's give this a try. Let's just take a quick look at coin market cap. So you can see Bitcoin 39,000, again, a couple, almost 2% here in the last 24 hours. And see Ethereum all the way over 2,600, great sign. I got a small position in both Bitcoin, Ethereum, and actually XRP. And I hit the XRP before it had the big bump. Where's XRP? Did I miss it? No one's helping me here. There it is, XRP. 72. It's flattened out, but it went on a big bump. I'd show you, but you've seen a green candle before. So anyway, one of my least favorite YouTube influencers said yesterday he's excited about getting into his $35,000 Bitcoin entry and his $2,000 Ethereum entry. He's sitting on the trigger. It's going to pull that as soon as it hits. So we'll stay tuned, see how many days and weeks go by before he can actually get into his position. Again, it's highly speculative, very risky. This is never financial advice, but to me, the smart play was to be in Bitcoin in your position when it was at 31,000. I think my Ethereum position is 2,200. So again, I feel good about those, both strong, and especially now that we could possibly be rallying again, and the chances of it going to that 35K entry and your 2,000K entry, maybe maybe you're a little late to the game. And I think he's probably already in it. He probably just says that as like a safety measure to keep his clones from losing all their money, getting all aping into something because someone else said to do it, right? Just anyway, so that's kind of the news on crypto. Where are we at on time here? We're already at 15 minutes. I'm gonna wrap and get back to making money the hard way. So you guys be good today. Thank you to all my new subscribers. It means everything to me. Your support is everything here. So if you like it, drop a comment. If you don't like it, drop a comment. If you really want to do some charity work today, you hit that subscribe button. All that blah blah. Okay, guys, be good. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Bitcoin.